All right, everyone. It is Halloween morning. It is a nice Sunday morning. It's not too terribly hot out. The view out the window here is absolutely gorgeous. All the leaves changing color. And we have pumpkins to deal with today. Brenda's helping me get these couple pumpkins scooped out. And all we're going to do is wipe them with a little bit of olive oil, flip them upside down, poke a couple holes in the skin, and let them roast in the oven for about 45 minutes each. But we have the two we're working on now, and then 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 more to do. So we're going to get these cleaned out, get them in the oven. We're also going to roast some of the seeds, and then the skins and the other seeds will go on the compost or to the chickens. We'll see. But this is what we're doing this morning. The boys are outside in the barn trying to get the chicken coop done because the weather is taking its turn this week here. We were supposed to have lows down in the 20s, so it really is time to get the chickens in. But that's where we stand right now. I think Mr. Brown has been in the Quonset hut working on his smoker for the bacon and the ham. But we'll check in with you throughout the day. Alright, so this is round 3 of the pumpkins getting ready to go in the oven. That is round 1 of the pumpkin after being cleaned out of the skins. There's a whole bowl of pumpkin seeds to roast, plus a whole strainer full of other guts and seeds. And then here we have round 2 that just came out of the oven. We gotta let them cool for a few minutes so that they're maneuverable. And then we'll get those cleaned out and get the third set in the oven.
Okay, so haven't been working in here, been focused on other projects. Unfortunately, the weather is, well, for a lack of better wording, it's getting cold. So, need to get this done so that we can get the chicks and chickens and everything else into a warmer area and away from the elements a little bit. So, this is going to be my project. I believe Seth will be coming out to give me a hand here momentarily, but he's still working on his breakfast. And I will be checking back in to give progress updates. Okay, so quick check-in. I've actually got the wire up on that side. I either got myself confused on which wire was for which section, or my measurements were severely wrong. So I'm going to wind up having to get another piece cut for there. Got the bottom half of the wire put in here and here, but I still have another section up top. Got the hardware cloth in here, but I still have to go up. This side is completely in. I just need to get it secured. And Mr. Brown has 1-inch boards that I'm going to be putting in so I can sandwich this back and have a better secure than the wire job. Which, yeah, better on the securing. And then we got to figure out how we're going to put in a divider and divide this in half so that the roos and the chicks are not together, just as a precaution. But that's where I'm at the moment. So, okay, so this is not where I wanted to take an updated video. Wanted to be farther along by right now. But I've currently got all of the chicken wire for the downstairs part ran. I have to finish getting a couple of these boards up on the other side just to seal it better. Still got to get the door on there. Still got to deal with the nesting boxes and the upstairs part. But this is where I'm at currently. And I am trying to get it done as quickly as I can because, well, it's going to be getting cold and I want to get the little chicks in at the very least tonight. So, back to it I go. Okay, so all of the chicken wire is ran, the door is up. I did a temporary block off on the back side of the nesting boxes just because I'm looking at a time crunch at the moment. It is starting to get later and I realize that it is dark in here, but by the time this is said and done, I intend to have a heat lamp in here as well. They'll have plenty on the floor to act as an insulator. Got a nice sized pile of wood shavings right there that is going to need spread. But the current thing that I need to get onto at this point is finishing up that. So, moving from downstairs to upstairs now. But as it stands, could put them in here right now. My problem in doing that is that opening in the top. I don't want something getting down in here with them. So, gonna get that knocked out. Get a heat lamp in here, and I'm still working on exactly where that's gonna go. But I already have a few ideas. And go from there.
Alright, so I am all set up to start the blender process on this. I have my immersion blender, and then I have my gallon size bag inside of a pitcher, so it'll hold it open for me. And we are just going to puree all this and freeze it and use it for whatever we need it for throughout the winter. Whether it's for us to eat or whether it's going to be to supplement our animal feed. We'll see how it goes, but we'll have it in the freezer ready to go for when we need it. Alright. Excuse me. Here's what it looks like all pureed up. Looks just like baby food. It's nice and thick. And like I said, we're just going to bag it up and freeze it. And use it for whatever we need it for throughout the winter. It has been a long day full of pumpkins. Mike is still working on the chicken coop. Seth is out doing some weed whacking so we can get some green things on the compost bins. Bryn and Seth have both taken some time to help me with the pumpkins today. Seth has taken time to do another layer of manure on the compost piles and to help his dad out working on the coop. So it's been a good productive day today. We're just going to keep on pushing through. Good evening, everyone. Well, we started our day with 16 pumpkins. One of them broke and was rotted on the inside. So we had 15 pumpkins. We ended up with 7 gallon-sized bags full of pumpkin puree to end the evening, and a very large tray of pumpkin seeds, and very happy chickens full of pumpkin guts. We also were able to get the coop set up enough that the smallest chicks are out in the barn coop for the night. We're supposed to get down in the low 30s tonight. Further into the week, we're going to get down into the 20s, so we will get the rest of the chickens moved into the barn before then. But for tonight, we wanted to make sure at least the little chicks got put in there. But that's where we're ending the night tonight. The chicken noodle soup that is in the freeze dryer is still running. We have not forgotten about it, but it is still running. So when that's done, we'll let you guys know and see how it turns out. But this is our day. I will catch you guys tomorrow. You have a good one.